Someone, somewhere, perhaps even someone you trust implicitly, has lied to you. They looked you directly in the eye, spoke with conviction, and fabricated a reality. And you, unsuspecting, believed them. We navigate a world of subtle cues, a silent language spoken through posture, gaze, and fleeting facial expressions. But what if you could decode these secrets? What if you could unlock the hidden truth behind the carefully constructed facade? Today, we delve into the fascinating world of deception. We'll reveal 5 body language signs that could expose a liar right before your very eyes. Prepare yourself, for the truth is often uncomfortable. Number 5. The inconsistent storyteller. At number 5, we have inconsistency, not just in the content of their story, but in the presentation of it. Liars often struggle to maintain a cohesive narrative, both verbally and physically. The psychology is simple, truth is effortless. It flows naturally from memory. A fabricated story, however, requires constant mental juggling, a desperate attempt to maintain the illusion. Their body betrays this struggle. Watch for discrepancies between their words and their movements. Do they describe feeling happy, yet their facial muscles remain tense? Do they claim to be confident, but their posture is slumped and their shoulders are rounded? These are red flags. Imagine a scenario. Your colleague claims to have completed a vital report. They describe the meticulous process, the late nights, the dedication. But as they speak, they avoid eye contact, their voice wavers, and they fidget with their hands. This inconsistency could signal deception. They may be trying to convince themselves as much as they're trying to convince you. Caveat: inconsistency can also stem from nervousness, anxiety, or even cultural differences. Don't jump to conclusions based on a single observation. Look for a cluster of these signs. Number 4. The delayed reaction. Moving to number 4, the delayed reaction. A genuine emotional response is immediate, almost reflexive. A liar, however, needs time to process, to manufacture a convincing display. The psychology behind this is rooted in cognitive load. Lying is mentally taxing. They're not just recalling a memory, they're creating an entirely new reality on the spot. This delay can manifest in several ways. Perhaps you ask a direct question and they pause for an uncomfortably long time before answering. Or maybe they react to a joke with a smile that feels forced and arrives a beat too late. Consider this. You accuse your partner of infidelity. A genuinely innocent person will likely react with immediate outrage or hurt. A guilty person might exhibit a slight pause, a moment of calculation before they formulate their denial. Remember, this isn't about split-second judgments, it's about noticing patterns. Caveat: people process information at different speeds. Some individuals are simply more deliberate in their responses. Context is crucial. Number 3, the shielding posture. At number 3, we have the shielding posture. When someone is being dishonest, they often unconsciously try to create a physical barrier between themselves and you. This isn't always a conscious act, it's a primal instinct, a desire to protect themselves from scrutiny, from judgment, from exposure. This can manifest in several ways: crossing their arms defensively across their chest, turning their body slightly away from you, holding a book, a phone, or even a coffee cup like a shield in front of them. Picture this. You confront a colleague about a missing deadline. They immediately cross their arms, lean back in their chair, and avoid direct eye contact. This shielding posture suggests they are feeling defensive, and perhaps they have something to hide. The subconscious desire to hide the truth often reveals it. Caveat: cold rooms can make people cross their arms. Consider the environment. Consider the person's usual demeanor. Do they typically engage in open body language? Factor 2. The eye block. Now we approach the inner circle of deception. At number 2, we have the eye block. The eyes, they say, are the window to the soul, and liars know this. They instinctively try to control their gaze, often with revealing results. The psychology here is complex. Lying creates cognitive dissonance, a conflict between what they know to be true and what they are presenting to you. This dissonance can manifest as discomfort in maintaining eye contact. Look for several distinct behaviors: excessive blinking, darting eyes as if searching for an escape, or, perhaps the most telling, a prolonged gaze that feels unnatural, forced. They are trying too hard to appear honest. Imagine, a child denies breaking a vase, staring directly into your eyes without blinking. This unnatural stillness, this forced gaze, is often a sign of deception. They are overcompensating. But remember, context is key. Caveat: some cultures discourage direct eye contact as a sign of respect. Be mindful of cultural norms before making any assumptions. And now, the most reliable indicator of deception, the tell that even the most skilled liar struggles to conceal. Another one: micro-expressions of contempt. At number 1, we have micro-expressions of contempt. These fleeting facial expressions, lasting only a fraction of a second, are involuntary and almost impossible to suppress. The psychology behind this is profound. Contempt is an emotion of superiority, a feeling that the other person is beneath you. Liars often feel contempt for the person they are deceiving, viewing them as gullible or naive. This contempt manifests as a subtle, often unconscious, tightening of one side of the mouth, a slight raising of one eyebrow, a barely perceptible sneer. It's a flash of negativity, a glimpse into their true feelings. Consider this. You question a suspect in a crime. They vehemently deny any involvement, but for a fraction of a second, you see a flicker of contempt in their eyes, a fleeting sneer that vanishes as quickly as it appeared. That micro-expression could be the key to unlocking the truth. Micro-expressions are the ultimate lie detectors because they bypass conscious control. Caveat: micro-expressions are incredibly difficult to detect without specialized training. Practice observing people's faces in everyday situations. Pay attention to subtle shifts in expression. The world of deception is a dark and fascinating one. If you're interested in true crime stories where deception plays a central role, be sure to check out our sister channel, RichHorror. And for more insights on building authentic relationships and recognizing manipulative behavior, explore the insightful content from Eva Reyes, Inspire and Empower, links in the description below. Remember, these signs are indicators, not absolute proof. Context, cultural background, and individual personality all play a role. Use this knowledge responsibly and ethically. Now that you possess this knowledge, you have a choice. Will you remain a passive observer, or will you become a master of observation, a decoder of the silent language of deception? If you found this video insightful, give it a like. Subscribe to RichMind for more explorations into the human psyche. Hit the bell icon to be notified of future uploads, and be sure to check out the links in the description for further reading and resources. Until next time, keep questioning, keep observing, and keep your mind open.